Hello everybody, my name is Rachel Adiro and I am your host for today. We are at the Cuptalk show and I know you might ask, what is the Cuptalk show? Well, first and foremost, the Cuptalk show is a show that is created for the youth and by the youth to enable you make better, healthy life choices. I know you might ask, how is that possible? Well, we bring before you guests, very, 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 very interesting guests who share their stories with us. And it is from listening to them that we are motivated, that we're inspired to make the right decisions. Well, I can't wait to go down this journey with you and hopefully you'll be able to learn a thing or two. As well, I'd like to send a special shout out to Topo Youth Mentoring Uganda, who are our sponsors for today. Hang on with us as we go through this journey. Mwah. Welcome back everybody to this episode of the Cuptalk show. My name is Adira Rachel, your host for today, and I can't wait for each of you to interact with the amazing, talented, beautiful guests that we are honored to have. Well, let me even stop here and let her introduce herself. Well, welcome to Cuptalk show.
Thank you so much, Rachel.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine.
Nice to be here.
Okay, so I'm sure the viewers are asking, who's this elegant, beautiful lady we have on the show? Please introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nyamate Mariam. People call me Mate, Mara. I am an actress, a makeup artist, a youth mentor, events and TV show host. All those things, very many things.
That's a huge CV.
No, it's not actually. I've just given you a little bit. Not forgetting, I am also a beauty queen, just in case you're wondering. Yes.
Oh, which year was that?
First runners-up Miss Uganda 2019, 2020. Yes.
Lovely.
2021.
Okay.
Privileged. I took over COVID from 2019 to 2023.
Oh my God.
Yes.
That is such a long period of time.
Indeed.
And we are so grateful to have you on the show.
Pleasure. It's a pleasure to be here.
So clearly, you have seen her CV. And we are going to get on in today's topic.
So what you say, her CV? Like,
Yes,
hey!
it's heavy. Okay, so today's topic is choosing artistic passions.
Artistic passion.
Yes, over the conventional beauty standards in the career path.
Yeah.
So let's first begin with, what is your idea of what artistic passions are?
Well, ideally, artistic passion to me is basically something that one has passion for, something that one loves to do, something that one desires without anyone pushing you, without anyone putting you in pressure.
Okay.
Like literally something that you can wake up and do for free. Basically,
For free?
Yes.
In this economy,
Like something that you love. Of course, not for free. Like that
we
you
get
will,
the point.
Yeah. Something that you will do and you feel at peace with it.
Lovely.
Yes.
So what are your artistic passions?
My artistic passion is art. Art in what kind of way? I said I'm a makeup artist.
1.
And I'm an actress.
2.
I am an events host, an MC.
Okay.
For now, not to make you jealous, let's stop there.
It's okay.
For the ones that are watching, not how, of course.
Okay.
So I believe that those are the things that I can wake up one day and do for free, and do because I love to do these things.
Lovely.
Besides, and by the way, I'm a self-taught self-taught makeup artist.
Okay.
Self-taught, of course, with a little bit of mentoring. Yeah, but
The
of course,
acting?
acting, I think it's passion, really. Artistic passion, that's where it comes in.
And clearly, I can see the enthusiasm in
You
it, the
know,
energy.
if I was thinking about something else, really, I'll be like, that's where conventional beauty comes in.
Okay. So, You've mentioned acting, yeah?
Yes.
Could you give us some of the projects you're into that if there's someone out there who can be like, oh, I saw her, I know her, I know her.
Yes, I have acted in not so many, but quite a number. Not so many, and quite a number. But when I say quite a number, it doesn't mean like many.
Okay.
I have currently a show called Sanyu, a TV series on DSTV, Pearl Magic Prime, that airs every weekday. That's Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. Yes, and I act as Anita, just in case you're there and you're a Sanyu fan. Hi.
Hi.
Yes, and I've also featured in Prestige.
Okay.
Yes, it was also a TV series. Unfortunately, it came to an end on Pearl Magic Prime, but it's still airing on Pearl Magic.
Okay.
So yes, I also, yeah, and other short films I've featured in The Passenger, Estranged, and quite others yet to come.
Wow.
Yes.
So, let's get back to the topic. Yeah?
Yes.
So, the presumption is, of course, clearly you went to school. Yeah.
Yes, I did.
So, would you like to let us know a little bit about that?
My educational background,
Yes.
yes, I went to nursery school.
Okay.
I went to
Primary
primary
school?
school,
And you went-
secondary school, and yeah, uni. I did a little bit of it.
It's okay.
Now that is where I think the topic comes in. Yes.
Exactly.
Because conventional beauty really is what the society requires of us,
Yes.
or what our parents, what our friends, because you look this type of way, so this is what you should be doing, or you carry yourself very nicely, you should probably be a doctor or what or something. So I went to school, I did a diploma in law, and I hold a first class. Yeah, a diploma in law at LDC. It was not really something that I wanted to do, but because my dad wanted me to be a lawyer so bad, I was like, Gendo Someo, at least this
Something.
diploma, you see how it works out for you, then you'll probably upgrade and do an LLB. Yeah, I was like, okay, but it was not, I had never even thought about it.
And the beauty about what you're just saying
Yeah.
and expressing, it actually leads me to this question. What made you prioritize your artistic passions over the conventional beauty standards of what the society deems fit?
Well, I should say it was passion.
Okay.
Because imagine yourself doing something that you don't like.
Okay.
Something that you don't like, something that you don't love. You wake up and you're like, "Oh, I have to go and do this. Oh, I have to go and do this." So really, I think it was my passion for the things that I wanted to do.
Okay. So, besides that, I'm sure there's a viewer out there who's going through the exact same thing.
Yes.
What advice would you give to them? Maybe it's a senior six backist, and ideally they're passionate about makeup
Yes.
or acting or emceeing,
Yes.
or all the three. What
Just
advice would you give to them?
Well, at the end of the day,
Yes.
it is about what makes you happy. Because if you do things that you are not happy about, things that you are just forced to do because of the society, because of your parents, it comes back to you.
Yes.
Like at the end, yes, we have parents that guide us into what they think is fit for us. If there is an opportunity for you to give them what they want, do it. My dad gave me an opportunity to go and try. I did what he wanted me to do, and I passed. I was like, okay, now here, let me also try something else. So do not just limit yourself and be an unhappy human being,
Yes.
because you are so
Trying
much.
to fit
Yes,
in.
sometimes you may even. Let me say that. Like you're. How do I say this? I do not. When it comes to
Passion?
go for it. When it comes to passion, go for it.
So, in that same regard, what motivated you to decide and choose that these are the personal career paths I'm taking? Yes, I've done the diploma and it's not me.
Yeah.
What motivated you? Is there an
Motivation?
individual who you looked up to? Is there a movement?
Well, life gave me an opportunity. Life did give me an opportunity. I did not see myself on TV acting or hosting or being a makeup artist in a very short time, but life gave me that opportunity. Before I graduated at LDC, I lost my mom. A few months, and I was, amen, thank you. And I was like, okay, now, so what do I do? And I was as I was waiting for the testimonials and all those things, I was like, okay, now what do I do? Like, there's, fresh out of senior 6, and then you do the diploma for a few months, approximately a year, but you're like, okay, now what do I do? I had never, like, in a short period of time, pictured myself acting. No. On TV, no. And I like, who does that? Okay, maybe I wasn't like very much focused onto it, but I had always thought about it, but not in a very short time. And I always looked up to multiple people, really. I used to watch quite a number of shows. I used to look up to makeup artists, and I always reached out to them in their DMs by force. Wow. I know, like, I want to say thank you. I want to send my shout outs to Faith Fresh, the makeup artist that I always disturbed. I would send her my work, and it was rubbish. But she always kept on telling me, it's okay, you will get there. Just now do this. She did not know me. I was in my senior 6 vacation when I started disturbing her before I went to LDC. But she kept on responding. But now, you should see my work. You should check out my work on my Instagram page and all my social handles. Matte Makeup, Akokalango. Yes. Matte Makeup 256. Mumpene kumirimu. Thank you. So really, life gave me an opportunity, and the people that I always looked up to, the Nawiso family, Mr. and Mrs. Nawiso, I always looked up to them. The time they were doing the hostel, I'll be like, but will I also ever be here? And fortunately, I am currently working for them.
Isn't God good?
When I tell you life gave me an opportunity, that's what I mean.
I get.
Yes.
And I think it gets back to a person to be able to jump at the opportunities.
Exactly.
I mean, dare for more. I think you've mentioned something that has struck me. You reaching out and saying, hey, I might not know this, but please help me.
Exactly.
And this is senior 6. And I know there are people out there who are reserved. I don't even know if it's really reserved. Some people are like, nah,
I can't do that.
Yes.
So before I started acting, naturally, I'm not so funny, but I'm a funny person, and my character is a little bit likable.
Yes.
But I was like, okay, now what do I do with all this? That's the time TikTok came to life.
Oh, yeah.
During the first lockdown, I was like, okay, now I would create my videos 1, 2, and then I would get the likes, I would get the follows. I'd be like, okay,
I'm actually funny. Like you.
Like, yeah, I'll be like, okay, I think I should do this. So I would do, things, and I'll be like, okay, I should do this. And that was where I got my first recommendation.
For real?
Yes. Someone saw me like, you know what, Mariam, Bagaleba extras, you should just go and just be there on that set, sit, and probably, and the very first day I went to sit, they're like, okay, we are not going to waste this talent. You come back tomorrow. I was like, okay, unbelievably. So me during lockdown, that was my breakthrough point, really.
Wow. And it always starts from the little things.
The little things that we do not expect. Yes. The passion that you put into something. Yes. There are very many people out there that are creating content, but they're like, And it also depends on what kind of content that you create. Depends on your audience, what your target audience is. Really.
Okay. So, wow. The more we keep on talking and interacting, the more I realize that it's always the small things. Now imagine if you didn't create that TikTok account. Imagine if you didn't reply to that one person. Imagine if you didn't even go.
And I would always, before I even started the TikTok, I would always inbox, because there is an Awiso Films page. So I would always, I would like to have an opportunity to work with you, looking for, if there is anything, I would always, then they would reply, they would always reply. The person who was handling that page then, thank you. Shout outs to you. Because they told me, please look out for auditions. We will be posting auditions. So anytime you see anything, please come through. And I'll be like, everybody will get on you. They will not still call me. They will not choose me. I was, So luckily,
God is good.
amen. Maybe the only thing that I probably always thought I should try, or something that I always wanted to. I grew up watching a lot of pageant shows. I told myself, but will I also be Miss World one time? Will I also be in anything like this? I was like, let me keep on dreaming. I would watch the shows, sleep overnight, and dream about the beautiful girls like walking the runway. And then one time I'm like, okay, if I decide to go for LLB, in Uganda here, the age limit is like 25, 26. By the time I finish, I'll be like older. Because now, remember, I've started with the diploma. 1 year ago. Then go back for the 4. Then the 5. I would have been so older then. I was like, as I'm still waiting, as I'm into this, let me try my luck. Let me try my luck into like the Miss Uganda thing. If I go through auditions, well and good. If I don't, me, I was just trying for just. Many people ask me, how are you able to get into Miss Uganda? How are you able to get into this? I'm like, I just tried. It was just something that was on my list, and I was like, okay, let me just try.
And take it off.
And just take it off before I hit the age limit. Unfortunately, I was able to go through the auditions without my dad's permission. I'm sorry, Daddy.
We're going to get there.
But still, I made it to the top 20, top 10, top 5, top 3, and here I am. Yes.
Your story is quite magical in a way.
Thank
Now,
you.
let's get to the other side.
Yes.
Have you experienced resistance with this decision you decided to take in regards to artistic passions?
This story is quite embarrassing, but I'll tell you people. But please don't tell others. So one time, because I was doing makeup, like funnily, like even as a little child, I would get my black pencil and write on the cement outside on the veranda. And then get the black and put it on my eyes, in my eyebrows, on my lips. I'll put any Vaseline or something. Cooking oil, Vaseline.
I thought it was the it thing.
Oh my God. And it would last, But nowadays, things are very dilute. Yes. But okay. So I would do that a lot. And in school, for prom parties, I would get my car silver pencil. It was always black.
Yeah,
so I'd get like a silver pencil. And then I would draw my friend's eyebrows. Then I would put like a lipstick that was green and then would turn red. Then one time, low-key, I kept on doing my makeup. Pola. And then one time, because I know my dad is a very, very staunch Christian. He's a very staunch. I know most of you are going to be like, Mariam, how are you Christian? My dad is a very staunch, born-again man. So everything that is doing makeup, Akina, for what?
Beauty pageant?
Beauty
for what?
For what?
The icing on the cake was the acting.
Exactly. On TV, acting. We're not quite ambula. Okay. So this one time, I was in, I think I don't remember. I don't want to say, and then people be quoting me. So one time, he was going to travel. I was like, okay, this is a perfect opportunity for me to make up and look nice and show my sisters and my siblings what I can do. So then I had started getting a few things. So I got my pencil, I got my lipstick, my red lipstick. I barely wear red lipstick, but I don't know what had happened. Oh my God, as we were going to go out like this and show off, the man enters the gate. It's like, what is that you're putting on your face? And my dad is a very tall man, and so someone who's tall and tough, the slap is what landed on my forehead.
The forehead?
Like
not even the cheek.
Not even no, it was not actually the forehead. The back of my head. How do you call that this part? Back head. This is the forehead. Now this is the back head. I had the slap and I was like, okay, I'm done. I sat on the ground. I was like, I'm sorry, Daddy. I thought that was like the end. So that was like, hey, will I ever do this? Will I ever look good for what?
For who?
For who?
To go where?
But right now, it is something that brings food to my table. Something that I've done and has helped me put monies together for my siblings, for my dad at some point, when you're like, okay, I want to buy this for my dad. But it's the money from makeup. And he has finally accepted that. And he has supported me. At first, when I would tell him, Daddy, I have like a bride who booked me, like, what are you going to do? He would even ask me, like, what is that? Like, but now he is very supportive, and I want to say thank you so much to my father. Shout out to my dad. Even in my acting career, he really supported me. He has supported me. Now, when it came to Miss Uganda, to joining those things, because I knew he would never approve, it was a very, very, very big challenge.
I understand.
Because when you go for the auditions, you'll definitely go an audition. And this is something that's going to be publicized.
Yes.
So whether you like it or not, your parents will know. Or someone close to your parent will know. Your sibling will know. Your cousin, your auntie, they will say, Mwala wagundi uno, wamlabia kwa maulide. Socials here. And then we have that part where you have to wear a swimsuit. Oh my God, I was like, I'm foodie. But I was a good child. I prayed, as like, God, I'm going to go for this. If it's worth it, let me. If it's not, then it's okay. I'll just go by whatever your will is. I went for auditions. I was late because I had come from I was working there. I was working, making a small money. So I was, after we finished, it was a Saturday. After the Saturday meeting, I told my friends, you know what, I'm not going to work, but let me go and for this audition, I'll let you guys know what comes out of it. Like, okay, go, all that best. So I went. I was late, but it's okay. I made it through the regions. I was one of the girls. But if you had looked at me by that, if we have a photo, it's okay, you can show them. Okay. If you saw me that time, you'll be like, now what is this girl doing? I did not own a pair of heels. Okay. I did not own a bra because I did not have anything on my chest. I was like, this flat, sorry,
it's okay.
PG. And I called my cousin. I was like, I need to borrow heels. I need to borrow jeans, like nice. Because I was like, I
know.
But all those things were challenges, really. So luckily I made it through the first audition, the second audition, and now the part where we had to get our parents' consent.
Oh dear.
I was like, what do I do? Because you have to go to boot camp for like about a month. Okay. So now you cannot go away from home and assume you have been kidnapped. How? So I had to put myself together and I had to sit him down with my godfather and told them, you know what? This is it. I am going for this and I have already gone through. So Bambala, if you refuse me, it's okay. But if you don't, thank you.
And may God bless you.
May God bless you. He's like, but now what is this? They're naked. They barely have any clothes on themselves. They're just showing, like there was an image about pageant girls, an image about girls that are in the pageant industry or modeling, because our parents really did not know these things. And if you're a parent out there, there's always give something a benefit of a doubt.
And trust your kids.
Trust if you know your child really, trust them. So my dad gave me a benefit of a doubt. We prayed about it. I was like, okay. He gave me a scripture in Job about Job's daughters. I was like, once that comes out, okay. And indeed, he prayed for me. And luckily, I made it to the top 3 that year. And till now, I'm still part of the Miss Uganda Foundation. And I thank Miss Brenda Nanyonjo. For she has made a girl out of me.
That's lovely.
Yes, she has also supported me. She has been my friend, my mom,
mentor.
my mentor, my everything till now.
And that's really lovely. I hope the viewers out there have been able to learn so much, not even a thing or two, from your story, because it's really touching and it shows so much growth and endurance, perseverance, and hopefully they can be able to get something.
Hopefully.
Before we go on the break, what advice would you give to the kids? Maybe someone out there might be going through the exact same things you're going through, facing the same struggles. What words of encouragement would you give them as they watch this?
All I want to say is that if something is destined for you, you will definitely get to it. No matter what age, no matter how. God always knows how, where, who, with whom, and all those things.
Yes.
So the details is really up to Him. And also, it's a very good thing for the ones that still have their parents and guardians. It's a good thing to also be obedient and listen to them. I mean, you never know. And also give those parents a benefit of a doubt. Don't be like, I know my dad will refuse, my mom will refuse. Just give it a shot. If they say no, it's okay. That time will come. The perfect time will come.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
Well, it has been such a wonderful experience here on the Cuptalk show. We have learned so much, clearly. And I think what has stood out for me personally is jumping at opportunities.
Yes.
If they present themselves, I mean, leap,
Exactly.
jump, run,
Hop.
jog. Just go for
Grab
it.
the bull by the horns.
Because, you know, when you mentioned the TikTok, I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, you mean just like that?
Just
the thread
like that.
connects to this,
Just
this,
like
this,
that.
this. And it's from that we have you here on the show.
Yes.
Aren't we blessed?
We are, and I am blessed indeed also to be here.
Yes, clearly. So we are just going to go for a break and we shall be right back. Stay tuned. So, welcome back, our dear viewers, to the Cuptalk show. And I still have the wonderful, gorgeous, beautiful, talented guest with us here. And we're just going to dive into what your views are on beauty versus hard work, especially to the female gender. So, what are your thoughts on
That's
that?
very sensitive, but I mean, we have to talk about these things.
Mm-hmm.
Beauty versus hard work. Nothing beats hard work.
You sure?
Nothing beats hard work.
Can they complement each other?
Definitely, if you have the looks and you're hardworking, you're what they call the full package.
But it can be. There are girls out there who know, like, I'm pretty. Like, I'm pretty.
And that's it. At the end of the day, when you're 60, when you're 70,
Oh,
what will you have to show?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I get.
Like, obulungi tebabulia bugwawo, you know, anytime anything can happen.
Yes.
Like anything can happen. We live in an environment, we live in a society, in a country, in an era where anything can happen.
Okay.
Because of your beauty, someone will feel jealous, someone will be intimidated, and they'll do anything to hurt you, and you'll not be beautiful anymore. But I strongly believe that both beauty and hard work complement each other.
So, what if in the occurrence that I have to choose one?
Banang, that's hard. That's hard, but you know, when you choose hard work plus smart working, you can get some money and you get the beauty with a lot of these
there's
things.
that backdoor method.
Exactly, surgery and what you can get
Okay.
So but there's no way around hard work.
Okay. I don't want us to be blind to the fact of, or the notion of pretty privilege. It is there.
Yes,
And there's a girl out there who's like, I'm pretty.
I'll get everything I want.
And she'll actually achieve.
That's true. But also, please put in mind that if you just decided to be in your house, in your bed and sleep and that's it, nothing will come to you. You have to put in a little effort. Yes, you'll put in a little effort. Be like, okay, let me call so and so to do this for me. Let me do this and this to, regardless of you being pretty, you will find a way of getting into the working situation.
Okay.
Even making a phone call to ask for something
It's
is
working.
work.
By the way.
Because you'll be like, I need this and this. That is work. Otherwise, if there was a thing where pretty girls would just sit and everything comes to them.
Yes. Although there are some people who actually do have a soft life because, a soft landing. Because of the pretty privilege.
That's true, but we have to put these things on a reality check.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, we acknowledge the fact that there are people out there who have this mindset. Okay? But you are advocating, we are advocating for hard work.
We are.
Yeah? So, what can be done to encourage such a positive mindset that, you can be pretty bad as well? Work hard. Put the work to it.
Well, at the end of the day, we have to keep in mind that whether you're pretty or not, you have to have something to show. If not for yourself, at least for the children that you will have that may not be as cute as you are. You never know. You never know.
God might.
God forbid, far away from me.
Exactly.
So really, we have to keep in mind that if it's not for us, at least for our children, some of us are the breadwinners for ourselves.
Okay.
Besides God, some of these things, be able to circle for our children. If it's not for us, if we are privileged because of our beauty, how about our children? How about our siblings? How about our children's children? You get what I mean? So yeah.
So we're going to get a little bit more personal in regards to this. Have you ever had a personal experience in regards to this topic? And how did you handle it?
In regards to
actually
me
give us that tea. What happened?
In regards to me being pretty,
pretty
privilege, or
and how it actually it worked in your favor.
I usually go for the things that I want, regardless of me knowing that I'll get a privilege. I always make an extra effort. I always, because I don't like to be known as a girl who's pretty and just gets things done for them just like that. I am a hard worker. Though I need to put the aspect of working smart, because hard work when you're just working it's also a waste of beauty and time. So yeah, but I don't really have any.
Have you literally hid the scenario from us?
I'm
scared that someone will hear.
No, I always work for everything that I should get. Whether maybe out there something happened and they're like, okay, onotumuwe because mulunji. But at the end of the day, I put the effort.
But
I don't know.
For your case, I can't believe. Okay, I'm really trying.
But you should believe
because acting industry.
No, I actually put myself out there. I audition for these things. That means I am interested in something and I'm working towards getting it. Otherwise, if someone just called me and be like, oh, Mariam, am I available for this role? I'd be like, that would be an easy one, Or because mulunji tumuwe will fit the role perfectly. Or because Mbana Mariam makeup artist like alabika bulunji soka tumite kumukolo gwaffe. No. Most of the people consider what you can do. Maybe if it will come.
We have to actually admit that pretty privilege is real.
That's true. But at the end of the day, there will always be someone who's more prettier than you are. Someone who's more perfect than you are, than you think you are. Because this person who is probably giving you the privileges now will probably see someone else. Someone who's more pretty and someone who comes in more qualified. Someone who's hotter. Hey.
So clearly you have to put the hard work.
Yes, you have to put the hard work.
What will maintain you in a place or take you to a higher place?
Exactly.
Except the pretty and the beauty and all that. Okay. I hope you guys have heard. There will always be a prettier person.
There will always be someone
think you're pretty.
Prettier.
You think you're pink?
There's someone much better.
So, one thing I think I've picked from this is if you can use both, it's okay.
please do.
But if there is the option of hard work and you're a hard work fanatic, also work smart. You guys learn how to incorporate working smart.
Otherwise, we will only have the ones that are not as pretty as the society wants them to be working harder.
Yes.
There would also be, because most of the people say, it's the men who are supposed to work. So if that means that these other people also become men and work, really? So let us work. Regardless of how pretty you are, there is always a way. You may not really go for the hard work. You know that, oh my God, mpambana, nkola chino, moyiribi, what. You may not do that, but there is always a way. You can work and get what you want. Yeah.
Ideally, if there is an easier way of doing something,
Yes.
I don't know.
As long as you try and work
Yes.
your way out or into something.
I know.
Yes.
Because I'm sure there are some the people who don't subscribe to my school of thought, and they believe hard work. But if there's a shortcut, use it.
Yeah.
And also, if your face is going to help, use
your face and your hard work and your buri and your all your features, but not for the purposes of bad. Yes. For the purposes of good, beneficial purposes.
Thank you. Yes. So, any concluding remarks that you'd have to
any
the viewers
concluding remarks
out there who have been
to the ladies? I'm a youth. I'm a female champion. Like I stand out for the girls, for the women. It's our time. It's our time. We don't have to let the men outshine us. We don't have to leave everything, every responsibility to the men. We need to jump in as well. I felt very proud every time I would see a lady driving a big car. I'd be like, ooh, nice. So let's put the hard work in and also maintain our looks. Of course, hard work complements the beauty complements hard work. So really, and for every young girl out there who has a dream, please grab the bull by the horns. Do not limit yourself and do not settle for less. Be a go-getter. Persistence breaks resistance. That's the mantra that keeps me going.
They should write that somewhere.
Persistence breaks resistance. At the end of the day, as long as you keep on pushing, it will be softer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for those
You are
kind
welcome,
words.
Rachel.
And we are so grateful to have you on the show. A
Pleasure.
whole queen.
A queen that she's outgrowing that, but
Are
okay.
we?
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate.
The pleasure is all ours.
Thank you.
So we send a special shout out to Topa Youth Mentoring Uganda. Those are our sponsors for today's episode. And as well, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and all our social media platforms, Topa Youth Mentoring Uganda, either on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, name it. As well, you mentioned you have makeup platforms.
I have a makeup page. I have a
Yes.
personal page. My personal page is Nyamate Mariam. Nyamate Mariam, and then my my makeup page is Matte Makeup.
Matte makeup.
Yes, Matte. Or you can say Matte Makeup 256. Please follow me and book your appointment. Yeah.
So yeah, that has been it from us on the Cuptalk show. We are so grateful that you've been able to tune in, and until next time, goodbye.